Hey y'all and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Amber. On my channel we primarily talk about handbags and accessories, but I also cover a wide range of other items to let you know if the quality matches up to the price tag or not. So if that sounds good to you, then stick around and let's hang out. So today's video is a full designer dupe or designer inspired Temu haul. I am going to split this video into two parts. Part one will be all of the designer dupe handbags. Part two will be everything else. Jewelry, accessories, all of that kind of stuff. That'll all be in part two. That way, if you want to watch only one or the other, you have the ability to do so without having to jump around. As per usual, I do have a discount code available for you. I will flash it up on the screen really quickly. It will also be linked in the description box down below. If you are a new user, you can use my discount code to get 30% off of your first order. Last but not least, some of these items were gifted to me from Temu to do a review on. Not all of them. I literally think it's only 3 of the items in this haul, but I can't remember which ones were what. The rest of them are all purchased with my own money. So when I go back through to edit this video, I'll put like a little asterisk or something up above the items that were gifted to me. As per usual, you will still get my honest, truthful, 100% unbiased opinion about these items. So let's get started with part one, all of the handbags. Alright, handbag number one comes in its little dust bag. And as you can see from afar, this is a little Fendi dupe. Now, I again will put the Temu listing up on the screen for you if it is still available, of course, so that you can see the most current price, all of that. And then I will also, I'm not sure if I can find a Fendi bag that looks just like this, but if I do happen to run across one, I will also pop that picture up for you really quickly so that you can see kind of the comparison here. But I thought this was really cute. I thought it was a really cute little dupe. So, this is... Okay. Let's take that out. So, this is essentially kind of like a little saddlebag style with the turn lock there. And as you can see, it looks like a Fendi dupe, but the only real difference is that... Let me show you on the back, it'll be easier. Is that instead of 2 full Fs, you get 1 full F, and then the second one is missing the little piece, the little middle part to the F. But when you're not up close looking at it, it wholeheartedly looks like a little Fendi bag. So this one has gold hardware. All of the stitching on this bag looks really good. I genuinely don't have any gripes with this one as far as like stitching and all of that goes. Everything looks really, really nice actually on the bag. The canvas, this is like a canvas type material with a faux leather trim. It's all a really pretty decent quality. This bag has the little turn lock closure and it comes with 2 straps. So on the inside, you do get that second additional kind of zip closure there if you want to use it. But a turn lock is a very secure flap closure, so I would just push that zipper down and not even pay attention to it if I were being honest with you. But beneath this back flap, you do have a zip pocket, and then that's it. I thought there might have been a slip, but there's not. So other than that, you just kind of have the open space in there. So this is a smaller bag. It's not going to hold everything in the kitchen sink, but you could get your essentials in it. So as I mentioned, this one comes with 2 straps. So this first one is kind of what sold me on this one. I thought the bag was really cute, but when I saw it with this strap, I thought it just kind of made the bag. Hardware on this one is definitely not the most heavy duty I've ever felt. The hardware is a little lightweight, a little, you know, it could have been better. You can see there it's fairly thin. It's not super, super sturdy. But you could easily change that out for a different kind of clip if you wanted to pull that one off. Not a big, huge deal. But this kind of braided, shorter chain strap, to me, makes this little bag. It's so cute, especially to just throw over the crook of your arm or just kind of carry it around top handle. I think that's so incredibly cute. And other than your little clips, your little lobster clips on the side here, this strap feels pretty good. It's not super, super heavy duty, but it does feel nice. It doesn't feel cheap. Your second strap option for this one is more of a guitar fabric style strap. You can see it's got that same kind of 1 full F second 3/4 F design on it, and it is a slide adjuster. Now, this strap, they could have done better on, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. See that stitching down there on the bottom? It's not just that side, it's on both sides. It's a little janky on the stitching, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little rough on that stitching there. Again, these clips aren't the most heavy duty I've ever seen. It's definitely a good thing that this is a smaller bag, because I could see these potentially breaking. They're not terrible. I'm not gonna say they're terrible, but they're not fabulous either. But just in case you're curious, let's clip this strap on, and I will show you what it looks like on me really quickly. Okay, so the strap on at its longest, you could definitely do just a long little shoulder bag. I think that's pretty cute. And then on me, it will go crossbody, but it's a higher crossbody. And this is with the strap extended as far out as it will go. So, I could make this work as a crossbody, but I would definitely have preferred if it were a little lower down. Overall, I think the bag is cute. I think the canvas material feels pretty good, pretty robust. I like this shorter kind of braided chain strap. I really truly think it is what makes this little bag look super cute finished. This guitar strap could have definitely been better. 100%, no getting around that one. This could have been better. But overall, I do think this bag is really cute. So that's the first one. Okay, next bag comes in this one. So inside the Temu bag, we have a plastic bag, and then a dust bag, and then the actual bag. So let me pull it out of all of this. Alright, so here is the bag. So I'm going to show you the Temu listing for this bag really quickly so you can see the price and the color options, all of that kind of stuff. And now I'm going to show you what this bag is a dupe for. And this is a dupe for the Chanel Deauville tote. Now, as you can see by the photo I have up right now, this essentially looks the same, right? This has the same overall canvas, the two shorter grab handles, the chain shoulder straps, all of that. It just doesn't have a big logo on it. And this bag actually has an improvement over the real Chanel Deauville tote. And I'm going to show you what that is in just a second. But there's also a couple tricks I want to show you with this one. So this bag has nothing on the outside, no logos or anything. That's just where it was folded for shipping. This canvas feels nice. It is thick. It feels robust. The stitching on this one and the finishing on this one looks nice. Like, these seams are finished really nicely. I don't see anything that's off or wrong with this one. And the real Chanel Deauville totes have no sort of closure on them. They are just an open tote. This little dupe has a full top zip closure, which in my opinion is an improvement. Now, let me show you something. So, this is just like a little coin pouch type thing that I took and put an iron-on patch on, okay? It was a solid color. I just put something on it to give it a little more visual interest. So, there are tons and tons of iron-on letters, okay? Now, I'm not telling you what to put on here. You could iron on letters that said mom bag. You could iron on letters that said Charlie. It could say your name. It could say whatever you wanted it to say. They even have iron-on patches that are more you know, not just a flat kind of vinyl iron-on. They're like a puffier, more 3D type iron-on that you can put on bags like this, especially where this is like a fabric canvas on the outside. Iron-on patches work great on these kind of bags. The other thing that this bag really has going for it is that you can remove these shorter straps. So, or not the shorter ones, the longer ones. So they're just connected with like a little T-bar that you push inside this grommet and it just catches. So the benefit to that is if you really wanted to, you could disconnect them on opposite sides. So you could disconnect them on opposite sides. And if you had just a little quick release O-ring, you have enough space at the end of that chain right there to put a quick release O-ring through it. And you could connect both ends together, not going anywhere. And you could turn those shorter straps into a longer crossbody chain strap. Or you could completely remove these straps altogether. So you could completely remove the two longer straps if you wanted to. Pull those out. And if you have two of these little quick release O-rings, you can essentially just set them on the inside of your grommet. And it just needs to be an O-ring that's a little bit bigger or the same size. And any other strap that you had, let me grab one actually. Okay, so this doesn't match by any means, but I just grabbed the first strap that I came to. So any other strap that you had that has a lobster clasp or a little clip on it, small enough to go through these little grommet holes, like this, all you have to do is clip that on to one of your quick release O-rings and it will stop it from coming out. It will be totally secure. So again, go to opposite sides. So this one in the back is on my left. So this one will go to my right. And I'll just, again, poke this through. Clip my little O-ring onto it. And it's totally secure. It won't go anywhere. So if you didn't want to connect the two straps that came with it, you could put any strap that you wanted on it and turn it into a little crossbody or like a longer shoulder bag or however you wanted to do it. There's so many different ways that you can play with your strap options, and you can pull these out and change them around and have so much fun with them. So I personally consider that a benefit to this bag because I love to modify my bags and play with them, especially changing the straps, and I just like to make them work for me. So you still have your two shorter grab handles. You can get those over the crook of your arm, or they're just going to be super cute hand carried. Like I mentioned, this one does have a full zip top closure. Again, it's open on the ends, but you have a full secure closure. And then when we get to the inside, you have kind of a standard configuration in here. It is a fabric lined bag, and on one side you get a zipper pocket right there. On the other side you get two slip pockets, and it's just kind of like your standard polyester fabric lining. There's nothing overly exciting about that, but the outside of the bag, I picked it up in the beige color because I thought it was just super classic. Just, you know, it was just a really good neutral color. It looks really good with everything. I love this bag. I think this one is such a good option. 100%. These shorter grab handles. Let me take this off. So these shorter grab handles almost have like a little bit of a smush to them, so they're super comfortable, like hand carry. They're they're just really comfortable. They feel nice in the crook of your arm. This bag has an absolute ton of space in it. This would be great for a work bag. 100%. Like, you would look super classy coming into work with this, especially if you had it up on your shoulder. Let me put the original straps back on it. But I think it's just a super classic looking bag. This fits up on your shoulder easily. It's a good one. This one is a good one for sure, you guys. I definitely recommend this one. Like I said, the material feels really good. The canvas is thick. It's a good one. I really do like this one a lot. So this was number 2, the dupe for the Chanel Deauville tote. And like I said, they make iron-on leather patches every day. Okay, this next bag has to be one of my favorites of this haul. Actually, if I'm being honest, I like all of these bags this go around. I really like them all. But this has to be one of my favorites. This one is more of what I would call a Longchamp Inspired bag. So, it came in a plastic bag, of course. But then it also came in this kind of little reusable shopper type bag, which I thought was really cute. And let me show you the bag itself. So I'll also throw up the Temu listing really quickly, but here is the actual bag. So you can see why I'm calling this one a Longchamp Inspired piece, because it's still got that kind of signature flap with the turn lock. Theirs is more of a button closure, but beneath the flap you still have a zipper closure. You kind of have that top handle aesthetic that they have, even though generally theirs will have 2. But that's why I'm calling this one more of an inspired piece, because it's not an exact dupe, but I absolutely adore this bag. So this one did come with a little twilly wrapped kind of halfway around the top handle down, but I just wasn't crazy about the little twilly part, so I took it off because I prefer the look of just the plain top handle. And this one also came with 2 separate straps. So you get one strap that is just the faux leather, and the hardware on this one is pretty good. Like, it's a tight lobster clasp. It's a little bit thicker. It feels pretty good. The strap is not bad. It has that same kind of faux croc finish on it that the bag does, if you can see it there. Or that grained leather look, I guess I should say. And then it also comes with this shorter kind of guitar strap. So the shorter strap does not go crossbody on me. It is a shoulder strap for sure. But I like it. This one is my favorite. It's a little bit wider. It's super comfortable. It's at like the perfect length to just, you know, hang my arm right there. And I just think this one is so cute. Of course, I think this one's faux leather. Pretty sure. But I just love it. It's so easy. I just throw it over the crook of my arm, or I carry it, or throw it over my shoulder. It's got the little turn lock with the flap, and it also has a full zip closure to it. Super smooth zipper. I don't zip it up though, because the turn lock is very secure. And when I got this one, I actually went ahead and shoved all my stuff into it so I could go ahead and use it. So on the inside of this one, you do have a zipper pocket on the back there, if you can see it. And then there's a slip pocket on the front, but I'm not going to be able to show you that one because all my junk's kind of in the way. Just a super cute bag. It's not a huge one. This is kind of an essentials plus maybe 1 or 2 others, or 1 or 2 other items with it. But this faux leather feels really good. This top handle is substantial. Like, it feels good and robust. Stitching on this one all looks really good and clean. The lines look good. This one is a really good bag. I would definitely recommend. This strap is not super thick by any means, but it feels sturdy enough. Like, This is not going to break. It's not going to give out on you. Stitching on this strap looks good. Everything's lined up. Like, this one is a good one. Like I said, I would definitely recommend this one. So you get 2 strap options. It's a good size. It's not huge. It holds the essentials. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Okay, next up, I have another Chanel dupe for you. So, of course, it came in its plastic bag, and then it also came in another kind of just a little bag thing. I don't know. It came in this one. And this one is really, really good, but it has one kind of issue that I'm going to show you. So, here is the bag. So I'll put up the Temu listing really quickly. And then I'll also try to show you a photo of like a similar looking Chanel type bag. So you can easily see this one is inspired by Chanel because it's got the, you know, kind of the pseudo double circles that are indicative of the CC logo. And then it has the little slip pocket along the back. This is a flat bag, of course, with the little turn lock. And then it has a chain strap, but this one does not have 4 grommets. It has no grommets, actually. It has the little sort of post pieces that stick up. And then your chain strap is attached at the top, and it is a shoulder length only. So this is a shoulder bag. So this would be more, or this would be similar to like a Chanel seasonal fabric bag or a Chanel seasonal denim bag. Because you can see that they have sort of, what is the word? I just went completely blank. Some of you guys are screaming the word at the screen right now. I can hear it. Oh my goodness, I'm seriously going blank, you guys. I can't think of the word. But they've sewn in the little circles onto the, like the faux denim fabric to make it resemble the CC logo if it had been like stitched into the fabric. And it is like this is a fabric bag for sure. And it's meant to look like a denim kind of. So let me take the stuffing out of the inside and I'll show you what that looks like, and then I'll show you kind of the one issue with this one. Okay, so on the inside of this one, they again give you that zipper closure if you want to use it, but if it's a turn lock bag, I don't generally do that because the turn lock is secure enough. And then on the inside, you just get the open space, but against the front right here, you have one slip pocket there, if you can see it. Right there. And then it's got a really decent amount of space in it. The fabric on this feels robust. It's pliable and it's smushy, but it feels like a good, thick, robust fabric. I got you up close a minute ago and showed you the stitching. Like, it looks really good. I see no flaws, no issues with it. This back pocket is totally functional. So, just for a size reference, there's my phone case. And my phone case will go in there. Again, I use a Samsung Galaxy S22, the regular size. And going straight across, my phone pretty much fits about perfect. However, there is a little more room on the inside of this pocket because they stitched over a little bit at the top, but once you get inside, it opens up on each end. So larger phones would go in this pocket. You just have to angle them in. Now, this strap, it's not bad. The chain, I don't know if this is real metal or not. If it is real metal, it's a very lightweight metal. And they did weave the fabric, like the faux denim, or just this fabric, whatever it is, through the chain. However, if you can see right here, and right here, they didn't finish it. So this is not stitched down. This could easily pull out. Now, if you like the look of that in this chain, you could obviously just grab a needle and thread, stitch it, stitch it together so it won't come out. Or you could pull it out and just use the chain itself. But that's the one issue I would say with this one, is that they just wove the fabric through and then wove it back up, but they didn't actually attach it or secure it, which I think they should have personally. But I do think the bag is really cute. It is just a little cute little Chanel inspired kind of flap shoulder bag. I love this kind of dark faux denim look. I would still recommend this one. I would just tell you to be aware of the chain, what they did with it right here, and that this chain is not the most like heavyweight, heavy duty chain I've ever felt, but it also doesn't feel overly cheap. Like, it's robust. It'll be totally fine. So I do like this one. Just be aware of this issue with the strap. So this is the next one. So this next one is another Kurt Geiger dupe. And this one's so cute. So I showed you one of these in a previous video, but it was quite small. So I found some larger ones on there. And it comes in its dust bag. I'm sure you can already see it through there. But this is a dupe for the Kurt Geiger Kensington bag. I'm not sure if it's the Kensington medium or just the regular, but I'll have the Temu listing up really quickly so you can see options and price, all of that. And then I'll also throw up the photo of the real Kurt Geiger Kensington bag that this one is duping. So I loved the rainbow one that I showed y'all initially, but I don't know which one I like more. I like this one because it has that black background and it's just got the little stripes, the little hint of color. It's not so bright and bold and in your face, but I still think that they're both so good. I like the size of this one better, obviously. So this has no pockets on the outside. This is a faux leather again. This one does have a mark right here, but that was not Temu's fault. That was Customs' fault. Because this package, I can confirm that Customs cut open. And they nearly cut my bag in half. They broke the first layer, but I kind of repaired it a little bit, but they didn't get all the way through it. So, but that was not Temu's issue or the bag's issue. So this, just like the real Kensington, is a double magnetic snap. And then on the inside, you have the two open compartments with the zipper in the middle. Along the back, you get a zipper pocket there. And then on the front side, you get a large slip pocket. And then again, for reference, there's my phone case. And my phone does fit inside that slip pocket, if you can see that. So, I have not unwrapped the strap on this one yet. These magnetic button closures I used to be a little bit wary of, because when you have a strap that is only secured through the grommets of a flat bag, you're putting a lot of pressure on these little magnetic snaps, and I used to always worry that they would just pop right open because the weight of your bag pulling against the top flap and the strap and all of that. But my experience so far with bags like this that have the magnetic snaps and not like just a turn lock or something that's really, really secure in my mind, I've still had no issues with it. So let me unwrap the strap and we'll see how long it is and how it looks. Alright, so I pulled it apart, but I haven't actually taken the plastic off of it yet, just because. But, so this does have the 4 grommets at the top, which means you can double it up and make it a short shoulder bag, or you can pull the back side out and do a long shoulder, or a crossbody with it. So this is just a tad bit higher than I would prefer for myself, but I could totally still wear this crossbody, no problem. It still fits fine. It's very comfortable. One of my favorite things is that they put the leather brake at the top. So this leather bit is what sits on your shoulder instead of the chain. And it just makes it so much more comfortable. So this feels pretty nice. Stitching is a little on it. If you can see, there's a couple little kind of like snags on it, but overall it looks pretty good. I'm not going to complain about that. The chain has a decent weight to it. It looks pretty robust. Like, I can't pop that off. I quite like this one. The faux leather on this feels really nice. Just like I mentioned with the first one, if you can see in between, like where the stripes of color change, you can see the stitching a little bit, but I've tried to research that just a little bit, and I think that's kind of normal. On your super high-end, more expensive bags, that stitching is going to be a little tighter, so you're not going to see it as much as you could on one of these bags where they're less expensive and they're not going to make that stitching as tight. So, you know, it uses less thread, the whole 9 yards. They're all about saving money as much as they can. So it is fairly normal to see some of the stitching in between the different panels of fabric when they connect them. So that doesn't worry me. I think that's totally fine. It's not going to be a big issue. You do have the little tab here to help assist you in opening. It has the little, like, bird head that's signature to Kurt Geiger. Like, this one's good, you guys. I would totally recommend this one. And it did come in other colors at the time that I saw it. It came in, like, a blue background, a white background. I think there was a pink. There was a bunch of different options. So, this was the next bag, the little Kurt Geiger dupe. Definitely recommend this one. Okay, this next bag is a dupe for a little Miu Miu bag. Miu Miu. I feel like I just said that. Super weird. This next one is a dupe for a little Miu Miu bag that's been super trendy, super popular. I think this is super cute. I'm not even gonna lie. So, it came in its little dust bag like usual. And I will show you the Temu listing for this one. You can see the different options there. And then I will also show you the Miu Miu bag itself that this one is duping. So, this is so cute, you guys. It's super kind of plushy and padded and comfy. The material is really thick, really kind of hardy and robust. And you can see that the way they decided to dupe the kind of Miu Miu logo is instead of Miu Miu, it says Uniu. Uniu. So they just flipped the first part of the M upside down and made it a U, and then IU, and repeated it. So Uniu and Uniu instead of Miu Miu. But this is essentially just a little handbag. So you can get this on your shoulder for sure, but it would be right up in your armpit, so I wouldn't recommend that. This is a crook of the arm or a hand carry bag. But it's super cute. It has a double zip closure. And again, it's a little bit wonky where it got smushed. But not bad, because this fabric is very pliable and movable and all of that. And if you notice, you have one D-ring on this side. You don't have one on this side. But you have one over here. because this comes with a little pouch. Now, pretty sure the Miu Miu bag came with some sort of little pouch as well. And so it'll clip on there and just sit, but it's super thin. And I did try like a credit card in here, and a credit card doesn't fit. I don't think you could get, you might be able to get like your AirPods or something in there, but it's quite flat, and it doesn't have a magnetic snap. It's like a traditional full-on put some pressure behind it kind of snap, but it's super cute nonetheless. You could definitely put like a couple of mints or some wired headphones, or maybe like a paper valet ticket, parking ticket, something like that into it, fold it up and put it in there. I'm not sure. But you could put something in it, or you could just, you know, let it hang like a little decorative thing. And then let me take the stuffing out and I'll show you the inside. So the inside of this one is super simple. You have no pockets along the back side there. But then on the front, if you can see it, you have one small slip pocket there. That's how big it is. So your phone's not going in that slip pocket. Other than that, you just have the open space in there. So just to give you kind of a size reference, there's my cell phone in it. So if I push it down, you can see there's plenty of room up in there. Just the way that this zipper is designed, and it goes up and it kind of stops. You're not able to see super clearly like this end or this end of the bag, but you have more space on the inside than what it looks like. But I think this one is really cute. I'm not gonna lie. I do prefer it in the black, personally, but I'm a black bag kind of gal anyway. So I think it's really cute. I love this kind of quilting on it. The faux leather is just smushy and gushy, and it feels nice. But I do think that this bag is going to take kind of a particular person, and that's going to have to be somebody that is okay with throwing this over the crook of their arm or hand carrying it. Because like I said, you can get it up on your shoulder, but it's going to be right in your armpit. So it's just not going to be super, super comfortable. But overall, I think this bag is incredibly cute. I think it feels nice. I think all of the stitching on the quilting and all of that looks really good. Your zipper is a smooth zipper. You have two zipper pulls, so you could push them both to one side or let them meet in the middle, however you want to do it. The zipper is smooth, but because of the way this is quilted and the way it is poofy, the fabric can tend to kind of bunch up a little bit and distort the zipper a little bit. But the zipper itself is very smooth. It works fine. Like, there are no issues with it. You just occasionally have to push it back down because the wrinkles in the fabric or the quilting in the fabric will cause it to bend a little bit. But I still think it's really, really cute. I think it's a good one. So that's the next bag. Okay, and then the last bag for this haul is one of the Marc Jacobs, the tote bag dupes. So I've had so many of you guys reach out and say, Amber, have you got one of the tote bag dupes yet? Have you picked one up? What do you think? Do you like it? Blah, blah, blah. And up to this point, I hadn't got any of them because I have one of the real Marc Jacobs, the tote bags, and I do like it. But to pick up another one of the like faux leather dupe bags felt kind of repetitive to me because I knew if I was going to use one of the leather or faux leather versions, I would have used my real one most likely. So I hadn't picked up any yet. I'd heard really good things about them. Everybody that had picked one up was like, had said that they loved theirs. But I had resisted, and I almost picked one up a couple hauls ago, but I didn't do it. And then I ran on to this version, and I thought, that's the tote bag dupe that I am going to give it a try. I think I can get behind that one. So, it is in this bag. So, let me pull it out, get it all unwrapped, and I'll show you guys what I picked up. Alright, y'all, so as per usual, I went for the black version because I love a good black bag. But if you can tell, I went for the sequined version of the tote bag dupes. So I will put up the Temu listing really quickly for you so you can see the options, price, all of that. And then I will also throw up the photo of the real Marc Jacobs, the tote bag in the sequins, and then I'll talk you through why this is the one I went for. So as you can see from the photo of the real one, this is very, very similar. The logo on this one is smaller. The only thing this one is missing is the little Marc Jacobs kind of signature underneath the tote bag, just like the regular faux leather versions and all of that. But where the logo on this one is a little smaller, it's a little more discreet. I feel like this one is almost a better dupe because you kind of have that touch of the logo, but it's not hitting like replica territory or anything like that because it doesn't have the name on it. And then on the other side, if you didn't want any logo, you just had this beautiful kind of shiny sequined look. I love this one. I think it's so good. I really do. So just like the regular one, you do have your top handles here. They easily go over the crook of your arm. On this end, you do have the little strap that's on the tote bags. The sequins go all the way around to the sides. The stitching on these is really nice. It looks good. It looks clean. They finished the edges off really nicely. I mean, there's not a sequin out of place on this. They are literally all there. You can see them shining. They look great. They feel like they're going to stay in place. They don't feel like they're going to move. I mean, this one feels really nice, robust. I like it. I really do. The bottom of it is just the faux leather. And then when we get to the inside, you have a zipper closure across the top. It does have the little tailpiece on the zipper. Of course, you can just tuck that in on the end. It was just sticking out from shipping. And then when we unzip it, inside we have the strap. Now, this again is the one point of contention that I have where I'm going to tell you that as much as I love the bag itself, the strap is not my favorite. So, if you can see here, let me try to get up close and show you. If you can see, where did it go? Can you see along this edge where we've already got a couple pieces kind of peeling up on the edge? Right there. We have some kind of weird, just some little bits on it. This just doesn't feel like the hardiest, most robust fabric that they could have made a strap out of. We have, where is it? Right here. We have some loose threads on it already. The hardware feels pretty good. The hardware is not bad. It is fairly stiff, fairly robust. But the overall material of the strap is not my favorite. It just doesn't feel super duper good quality. But, again, any black strap with gold hardware that you have is going to match this. So, the strap is not a huge, huge deal to me. Because I do really like the bag. So, if we connect the strap, that's one more thing I'm not crazy about, is there is no little keeper on this side of the strap. So, this is in like the second to longest hole, I think, currently. Yeah. And there's not even another little keeper bit to tuck the strap in to keep it in place. There's just your first one by the little buckle, and then the strap is just going to flap around. And there again, we have more loose threads sticking up. So yeah, this is definitely not my favorite strap. But let's see how it looks. So again, this is the second longest hole. So that's how it looks on the shoulder. And then I wouldn't wear that crossbody, but, or I wouldn't wear it crossbody up that high on myself. So the strap I would call kind of a dud, honestly, but the overall bag is fabulous. I think the overall bag is beautiful. It is sparkly. It catches the attention. It's a great little dupe. It feels robust. It feels good. The bag I really like. The strap I'm just not a huge fan of. So on the inside of this one, kind of like, or similar to the real Marc Jacobs the tote bag, you have no pockets on this side, but on the back you have a flap that kind of hangs inside there, and on your flap you have a slip pocket. And this is the faux leather material. It feels pretty good. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get my phone horizontally in this. Well, no. I lied. I could. I could slip my phone horizontally in there, but I don't think I would because it is a little snug. Vertically, you could put your phone in there and it would be fine. This is just going to hang against the back wall on the inside of your bag. So if you can see it back there, like when I let go, you can see it just kind of moves around in there. Other than that, you just have the open space. So, yeah, my verdict on this one, the bag is great. Totally support the bag. I think it's fabulous. Super pretty. I love the sequins. They're super sparkly. The bag, the material of the bag feels nice. It feels robust. It feels like it will last. It's not just going to fall apart. Not a fan of the strap. Just, I would say be prepared ahead of time to put a better strap on this one. But this is the last bag for this haul. I finally picked up one of the tote bag dupes. So those are all of the designer dupe or designer inspired bags that I picked up for this go round. I hope you guys have liked them. Let me know which was your favorite down below. Which one are you gonna get? Let me know down below. I love getting these bags. They're so much fun. Like, I am truly hooked on finding the best dupe or the best bag that I can. It has been so much fun for me. So I will shut up now and I will close this video out because I've talked my way through another hour already somehow. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any comments, questions, or you just want to say hello, as always, please leave me a comment down below because I love to chat with you guys. Thank you for spending some of your incredibly precious time with me. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one, which will be part 2 of my Temu full designer inspired or designer dupe haul. Bye guys.